Welcome to our deep dive. If you are currently walking the vibrant streets of Rome right now, you are the exact perfect audience. This deep dive is proudly brought to guests by Alessandro Palace, a hostel and bar.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're looking at Castel Sant'Angelo right now, you are literally looking at a building that, survived an apocalypse.
Exactly. And our title today is From Tombs to Secret Tunnels, Unlocking the Mysteries of Castel Sant'Angelo. Looking over the Tiber River, you really cannot miss that towering cylindrical structure.
You really can't.
Our mission today is to explore how this building morphed from a luxury tomb into a masterclass in architectural survival.
Right. So to understand that survival, you kind of have to look at its bones. Back in 135 AD, it was Emperor Hadrian's lavish mausoleum. Just picture this gleaming white marble cylinder, right? It had a rooftop garden and a massive golden sun god chariot on top.
Wait, a mausoleum? That makes no sense to me. A luxury family tomb seems like the absolute worst blueprint for a military bunker.
Well, you would think so, but actually, a massive stone cylinder is a defensive dream. There are no sharp corners for a battering ram to hit. Everything just glances off.
Oh, I get it. Like a perfectly smooth surface.
Exactly. So as the Roman Empire collapsed, defenders realized this indestructible block on the river was the perfect fortress. But there was one huge architectural flaw.
Which was?
A tomb isn't built to fight back.
Right. Which brings us to the Gothic attack of 537 AD. I read they had ballistas, those giant crossbow cannons. If you have heavy artillery, why on earth resort to throwing statues off the roof?
It was basically a geometry problem. Real castles have machicolations, those overhangs with holes where you can shoot straight down at an enemy. A tomb just doesn't have those.
Oh, so they couldn't aim straight down?
Right. The ballistas could only fire outward at a distance. So when the Goths reached the base of the walls, the defenders literally couldn't hit them. In a blind panic, they grabbed whatever was heavy, which meant those pristine marble statues. They smashed them and rained the chunks down.
Wow. A devastating marble rain. It is like a desperate last-minute video game defense strategy. They survived, but at the cost of their own cultural heritage.
Totally. And that desperate recycling became the defining theme of the whole building. Even the name changed to reflect it. In 590 AD, during the Black Death, Pope Gregory I reportedly saw a vision of Archangel Michael on the roof, sheathing a bloody sword.
And that meant the plague was over, right?
Yes. The plague ended, and it became the Holy Angel Castle. Fun fact, though, the angel statue up there today is actually the 6th version.
Wait, what happened to the first 5?
Oh, they were either blown up by lightning or melted down to make cannons.
Talk about tension between the sacred and the military. But throwing statues and melting angels is not exactly a sustainable defense strategy. The popes needed a reliable escape hatch, like the Pizzetta di Borgo, right?
Exactly.
It's that 800-meter elevated stone wall connecting the Vatican directly to the castle. So what did this actually mean for the popes?
Well, think of it as a pressure release valve for a besieged papacy. During the horrific sack of Rome in 1527, enemy troops breached the Vatican. Pope Clement VII had to literally sprint down this secret passage while his guards died to buy him time.
And he is wearing bright red papal robes. He was essentially a walking bullseye for snipers up there. I heard a cardinal actually had to throw a cloak over his head just to camouflage him.
That is completely true. It was just utter chaos.
Incredible. And for anyone walking near it today, there is a crazy local urban legend. Apparently, if you walk this 800-meter passage 77 times nonstop, which is like 60 kilometers, it will completely restore your lost vitality.
Good luck with that, though. You would definitely lose that vitality if you ended up in the levels below. The fortress was a sanctuary for the Pope, but it was an absolute nightmare for anyone locked in its dungeons.
Yes, transitioning to the underground horrors like the Samelo cell, prisoners were literally dropped in from the ceiling. But what I really don't get is why it was built so incredibly small.
It was physical torture through architecture. The dimensions were deliberately calculated so a human body couldn't stand up straight nor stretch out to lie down. You were forced into a perpetual, cramped crouch in total darkness.
That is so brutal. Yet, the artist Benvenuto Cellini actually broke out of there in 1538. He stole pliers, pried his door open, and rappelled down the walls using knotted sheets.
Right, but he broke his leg doing it.
And got recaptured almost immediately, yeah.
Exactly. But his psychological resilience is insane. After they threw him into an even worse cell, he obsessively carved a picture of Christ into the stone wall using just his bare fingernails.
Wow.
Yeah. And when a building absorbs that much extreme human emotion, it naturally breeds ghost stories. Legend says that if you cross the Ponte Sant'Angelo at night, especially on September 10th, you might see the ghost of Beatrice Cenci carrying her severed head.
Oh, absolutely not. No, thank you.
Or you might encounter Mastro Tita, an executioner with over 500 kills, who allegedly offers passersby a phantom cigarette.
Okay, I think we will stick to the living. And speaking of the living, returning to the present, the area surrounding the castle just got a massive modern update.
Oh, the Piazza Pia walking area toward St. Peter's.
Exactly. That terrifying road that used to pump 3,000 cars an hour through here is now completely buried underground. It was freshly renovated for the 2025 Jubilee for 85.3 million euros. You can just follow the green and white footprint stickers to safely take your selfies by the fountains.
That is such a happy update for the city. But as you continue your walk today, I want to leave you with a final thought to ponder. When you look closely at the beautiful Roman ruins surrounding you, how do you know if you are looking at a piece of sacred art or just repurposed ammunition?
A perfectly unsettling thought to walk away with. This episode was brought to you by Alessandro Palace, a hostel and bar in Rome.